hold up you guys any further.
I guess he think he's special, huh?
Well, I mean, he's done the same thing the other way around. He's been in combat with us, and his game is supposed to start at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and he stayed with us through the combat.
What are they playing?
I told you, so it's a one shot. I don't have more details than that.
I don't even know what that means.
A one shot is instead of a campaign where you play it every week, it's literally a game that you play one night with like pre-made characters.
Cool.
It's like
So you play the whole game?
I mean, having one shots set up are good. Like, say, like a couple people can't show up, but people still want to do something. Somebody can just like run a pre-made one shot. It's almost like a board game at that point in time. All right, Necron, we up and running?
We're running.
All right. So, last week, we encountered bug shamans, and I don't think we were very happy. We were managed to fix what was going on in the underground in so much as the power is now working again. So the power company paid you guys, and you told them where their workers were. And after explaining that, you know, there were things that down there that ate them, they were like, oh, okay, well, we will just have closed casket ceremonies and pay for their funerals and things will be good. If you want, you guys can put the New York City Power Company as one of your contacts. You might be able to get something useful out of them in the near future. They thought you guys were very professional, very quick, didn't complain. I need to know, did you tell them about bug spirits and bug shamans?
Yeah.
Tell who?
The electric company.
Oh.
Well, wouldn't we want people
Yeah.
so they can some
Yeah,
protection?
so yeah, they don't want to send more people down. Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
I mean, it's not like they didn't know these things exist, right? That's why they hired us.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody's heard of like a bug spirit being anywhere besides Chicago in almost 25 years.
Well, then they need to know they're surfacing over here in New York.
Okay. Well, what I need from you guys real quick is I need you guys to pick one person to be your spokesperson and either using intimidation or persuasion or something like that, give aid checks to that other person so you can try and convince these people that they were bug spirits down there and convince them that you know what you're talking about. So that being said, you could actually roll occult or academics or whatever seems fitting.
I got persuaded D6. What do you guys got?
D6.
Yeah.
Knox,
I'd like to tell them.
Knox has a D8 plus 1.
Oh, okay. Do you
And
think you
Bloodsong has a D8 plus 1, but they're not here. So he's going to do a performance check to aid whoever else is doing it. Aha, there's a +2 to whoever else is doing it.
Roll. Okay, there's another +1. So,
All right.
okay,
So,
Knox.
Knox, with a +4 total modifier, make a persuasion check, please. Okay, with a 12, you sound very credible. Between you guys, you sound like you know what you're talking about. You don't sound like you're panicked. You don't sound like you're bullshitting him. He pays you guys an extra 10,000 yen right then and there to shut the fuck up and not say anything else about bugs being in the underground of Manhattan. They will work on that themselves.
Sounds good.
All right.
Man.
So let's see. All right. Bumps your wealth up. Let's bump up Axel chopping you. There we go. Wow, Sprocket, you're rich.
Yep.
You might actually be able to buy those sniper rifles right now.
All right.
Knox. That being said, if there's anything else that you guys wanted to buy real quick, special master crafted weapons, better armor, funky gear, I'm fairly certain at this point in time, Nox might need some for your submachine gun, you might need some like exploding armor piercing rounds because you haven't been doing too good.
If you need any help, man, let me know. I'll fight for you.
All right. Well, while we're doing that, we'll also start the next mission if you guys do not mind. All right. Spider almost here. He can still catch up. All righty.
We ought to just show up in his game. Scary.
All right. So you guys are actually in the living room, and Steelhawk comes out and says, I might have a job for us. And he takes his phone on his wrist phone and he puts it on speaker mode. And he goes, Steelhawk, You hear a man's voice, older, kind of rough sounding. Slightly different version of a New York accent. If anybody cares, they'd have to roll a common knowledge check to see if they can figure out what borough of New York it is. If nobody cares, we'll just move on.
Uh-oh.
I
Okay.
always care.
It's a Staten Island accent.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. That has its own accent?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Staten Island, Brooklyn, they all sound slightly different. If you live there, you know the difference. It's like the difference between a Florida, a North Carolina, and a Mississippi drawl. They're all slightly different.
Tennessee girls don't sound like Alabama girls either.
Yeah. So the caller's like, yeah, I was told you're the man to talk to when something needs reliable hands. Steelhawk glances around the room at you guys. Depends on the job, he responds. Caller says, I've got a container on a ship. Nothing huge, just a little over the lines of what is considered normally legal. A little transfer. Steelhawk leans back. Define quiet. The caller chuckles. Well, I got a problem. Harbor Patrol's been sniffing around and causing some problems. And from what I've been told, there might be a possibility that someone on my crew might be banging away at his wife. So I think I need to get him and me off that ship. And if we're not on the ship, they ain't got no reason to mess with us. They'll take their normal everyday bribe, and you guys can bring in and babysit the important cargo until the morning when somebody comes and picks it up. By the way, I'm Rourke. Steelhawk goes, of course you are. He goes, Steelhawk pauses for a moment. He like says, excuse me, sir. Let me confer with my Confederates. And he pauses the call. He turns around and he looks at you guys. He goes, dock smuggler, probably legit enough. I mean, could be easy money. Even if the Harbor Patrol doesn't want to take a bribe, I know Bloodsong's got enough magic to hide it, and you've got enough sass and talk that you could get them to back down. Be a good palate cleanser. What do you guys think?
Mhm.
Sure, why not?
That would be fine. As long as the cargo's not sentients or animals for nefarious use. But
All
we
right.
shall see.
Steelhawk gets back on the line. He's like, all right, need to know if the cargo's something living or something. He's like, no. It's special magical ingredients that are not alive. They're just smuggled in because sometimes the Magic Bureau is a little bit of a tight ass. I know a talismonger who pays good. They make good gear. Matter of fact, I can set you up with them. So like, all right, well, we'll talk face to face for the final deal. I need to get a look at the person I'm talking to. Rourke goes, figured you'd say that. Pier 17, Old Bait Warehouse. You be there in like 20 minutes? Steelhawk looks at you guys.
Sure.
All right, we'll see you there. He hangs up, he looks at you guys and goes, well, looks like we're going fishing.
We get a heads up on our what that area looks like. Bring it up on the table.
Yeah, it's
No.
not too far away from you. It's like a 10-15 minute drive, assuming that the traffic is not horrendous.
Right. And
It's over by the Manhattan harbors, like not like big crazy ships, not like where you were over in Seattle. These are like smaller, older docks for small and mid-sized ships. A lot of
okay.
independent stuff coming in.
Cool. Still loading for bear.
All right.
Oh yeah, can I try and buy that? The Barrett Model 122.
Sure. What's your current wealth? Hold on a second. Let me look up the wealth chart real quick, unless you want to pull it up.
It's D12 plus 3, and it costs 15,200.
Okay. Wow, where the hell did the money thing go?
Oh, since I added
Oh.
Filthy Witch, does my wealth tag go up to plus 4 or anything like that instead of plus 3?
No, I had. Hold on a second.
Sure.
I had already modified your character. Yeah, you're in a wealth 12 plus 4. That's why I said you were rich.
Okay.
The token didn't update for you.
Right on. I'll bin it just because I don't want to drop down any. Good, I'll take the point. What the hell?
All right.
That's down to a plus 3 then.
I'll upgrade my ammo and clip size.
All right. Well, be careful with how much weight you're carrying.
Okay. Well, I'm getting rid of all the extra ammo. I had double, so it's actually going to reduce that.
I thought I already had done that on your character sheet, but I had gone
Let's see
to
here.
like in your ammunition. Yeah, it says like orichalcum, but if you open it, you have like 5 different charges instead of having it written multiple times. That way you can just hit the use button.
Uh-huh. But the it's supposed to be explosive AP ammo.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Spider, you guys are going down to a meet down at the docks.
Oh,
This guy
ducks
has
again, huh?
Yeah, well, this guy has a ship, and Harbor Patrol is giving him a hard time. He thinks Harbor Patrol is giving him a hard time because his second in command is banging the Harbor Patrol's old lady. So he thinks if he has you guys stand in as a crew for him, that you guys will be able to get his ship in, if with with the Harbor Patrol taking their normal bribe. If they won't, he thinks you guys have like some magic or some juice to talk your way out of the situation. So you guys were going down to the meeting to meet him like right now. All right. So the guy steps out of the shadows, weathered face, heavy coat, smells like seawater and diesel, big pancake hands. He's like, look, my ship's about a mile out. I put you on a little cargo or on a little transport ship, put you out there. You guys bring the ship in. I'll tell you which one of the cargo containers has the magical stuff in it that the people, that normally is a questionable thing, and that's why it's getting paid to be smuggled in. You guys watch it when it comes off the board or off the boat and stay with it overnight. I'll have, there's other security in the morning that will take over the warehouse.
Go guard the package till morning.
Yeah.
Got it.
I got
one of the easiest jobs we've had.
Yeah,
No.
6,000 6,000 each, half up front. I'll give you guys temporary IDs that'll last about 24 hours. One of you will appear as the new first mate, and the rest of you will be crew. The ship itself is automated. If you guys can't get it in, if none of you has any clue what to do with a boat, I can bring it in via autopilot. It's just, it's only got to go so far before the ferry boats are going to come in and grab it and do your work for you anyway. Hopefully, a couple of you will know how to tie a knot, and you can tie the boat to the, when it comes in. If worse comes to worse and you tie the stuff up and it sucks, I can always cut the rope and replace it.
Got it. Are we using athletics for rope use or common knowledge?
Normally it would be athletics, or it would be covered under
Repair?
boating.
Boating. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Don't you love the sound effects being down by the docks?
I don't know. Let me turn it up.
I can't hear him on my pages reloading.
Oh, you have to run that pretty loud to hear. Yeah, that's cool. Cute. Beats the hell out of like bugs.
Yeah, or the nasty sewers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the screaming bug men. Yeah.
Or the chittering of like devil rats.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
moaning, groaning of ghouls.
Where's? Oh, where is?
It's okay. All of the players.
Where's ammo?
It's
under weapons, right?
It's in with the weapons.
Yeah.
It's actually what the first thing when you open up the weapons and armor. By the way, I did not give Bloodsong a theme song on his character sheet because I figured you already have them written, or you would want to write something else for him. but all the other player characters have some sort of personalized theme music at the moment.
I guess that's something I can upload on my sheet, I guess.
Yeah, if you just drop the file into just at like the same where you put the picture, by the picture there's like a little black speaker thing, and if you click on that you can upload the song. Just when you do it, put the volume at 0.5. Don't put it all the way up.
Okay.
If it's too low later, you can turn it back up. You don't want it blasting somebody's ears out. So, are you guys going to go like straight from the pier and get on his ship, and or are you guys going to do like a little bit of investigation and see what's what?
The latter.
All right. Well,
Like the
you don't
name of the ship, where it came from, who else is in the dock area, what's the what union is running that, and how close to
That's
family it is.
okay.
Volume thing.
So we're
Where's
looking
this volume button thing you're talking about?
It's under music.
I don't see it.
No. On the character sheet itself, when you hit that little speaker, where it's under where it says path audio MP3, there's a big bar that says volume, and it's currently set
Is
on.
this something that's not available to players? Because I don't see it. I posted in Discord. That's what my character sheet looks like. There's no speaker button.
What? That's
Mine has a speaker.
Huh. Maybe I just don't have permission. Or I'm
you
looking in the
have
wrong
the
place. I don't know.
craziest stuff going on with your character sheet, because you should have permissions for all of this stuff. Let me double check. See what the hell is going on with the
That's pretty funny.
You have the same permissions as everybody else.
Try sending you the MP3 file.
Sure.
Let's see. Oh, luckily it's small enough. There's honestly 2 songs that would work for me. But might as well use the one that's my namesake, I guess. Because there's the blood song, and then there's the one about my awakening, so...
Mm-hmm.
Stand fast, you know.
Okay.
All right, give me just a second to get this, and then
Why are you using explosive ammo? I also love how it sounds like the docks, but this image is of the inside of a building.
yeah, well, you're in a warehouse.
I guess the warehouse is next to the docks, I guess.
Yeah, this is an old, like, beat-up warehouse that's half abandoned down by the docks. All right. So, back to what I was saying about legwork and such like that. Let me get this back open. All right, so people doing legwork. You don't have a lot of time, so we're talking about doing a streetwise check, doing a matrix check, or if you have a contact that is pertinent. If you don't want to, I mean, technically, you could do you just walk out and start asking people who are on the dock real quick. You got like 15-20 minutes before the boat's supposed to be leaving, so you could make straight persuasion check if you want.
I'm pretty good at that.
All right.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So-
Persuasion.
So if I was to find an alley cat that had been living down there on the docks, I could use my little beast powers to communicate with it and see if there's anything shady about this guy we're working with, right?
Yeah, you could.
Is that persuasions?
That's actually just rolling beast friend. Let's see how good you work the beast friend. That's your oh, or Knox. I don't know why that didn't come up, but oh, never mind. That was poor Helix that got a whole whopping 2.
Where do I find her?
Beast friend is in your powers. And that being said, if you want Knox, you can also do a quick hacking check. Alrighty then. Were you able to find your beast friend power, Cat?
No, yeah,
In the
it's not.
power?
You do it through my feet though, right?
No, it's in the powers
Powers
section.
tab.
It's a spell.
There you go.
All right. So I will tell Kat what she learned separate because what she learned has nothing to do per se with what you guys learned. So, a couple of pieces of information that you guys get together when you pool your information. You guys have heard that the rumor about the dude sleeping with the inspector's wife. Guys are walking around. It's like such a common belief that like everybody knows it, but also find out straight out that that's bullshit. It never happened. Somebody, as far as you can tell, the harbor inspectors had a recently had a very serious gambling debt that was paid off for them with no obvious explanation. And then Knox, you find out specifically there's another Shadowrun team that's been hanging out in this area. You're fairly certain they paid off the harbor patrol to delay this ship coming in. Just stall, not actually prevent it from coming in completely. Just stall it for a day or two. Because you heard there's a small runner crew that's been asking questions about a cargo shipment and warehouse transfers that connects way too closely with what you're doing. Now, Kat, the thing that you hear that's really weird is this captain is pretty cool. He isn't known for messing with anybody. He's been like smuggling stuff in and out of this harbor and other harbors up and down the East Coast for 30 years or so. What you find out that's weird is the rats and the animals that you talked to said that there's somebody else behind the warehouse, like a couple warehouses over, has been dumping some really, really nasty sludge that the animals and such don't want to go anywhere near.
Isn't it?
And sometimes that sludge seems to get up and move. It's really weird. They're like they can't give you more information than that. They're just too freaked out, and their little brains don't comprehend. That is enough, however, to let everybody else make a common knowledge check at a -2, or an academics check at a -1, or an occult roll flat out.
Right.
Hello.
Very delayed on my dice. All right.
Well, Rocket. What the heck? Why does Knox have a... Why do you have a 2-point penalty on common knowledge rolls, Knox?
What on top of the minus
I thought
two?
you said it.
Oh, yeah, never
Yeah, you
mind.
said common
Never mind.
knowledge -2.
That was my fault. Sorry. Wow, I'm having a blonde moment. Adrian and Sprocket. What pops out at you is you hear nasty stuff moving. Toxic spirit?
Well, let them know.
All right. But again, that's not supposed to be at the warehouse where you're going, but it is supposed to be within a couple warehouses over. So
To get done with this job, we need to check that out.
all right. So you guys still going out on the job or not?
Yeah,
Yeah, but this has to do with somebody tried to slow this ship down. So
Maybe.
right?
A group of Shadowrunners were very interested in the cargo itself.
Yeah. So we're hunting. The hunt is widened, or the scope of concern.
So he looks at you guys and says, "All right, who wants to be the first mate? Do any of you know anything about ships?"
I have got a boating V6.
Then
Nice.
you are the second in command.
All right.
Nice promotion. And he hands you an ID chip, and he hands everybody else an ID chip that says that they're normal, everyday crew members. You guys run it through your own scanners, and they're definitely legit. But as he said, they're only going to last for 24 hours. You wouldn't want to try and get through Homeland Security or something with them, but normal everyday inspections or, a cop pulling you over, they would certainly work for that.
All right.
All right. A couple minutes later, captain brings you down, and there's a nice long jet black smuggler's boat. Might have been the same boat that brought you down here from White Plains. It's hard to tell. The electric motor hums quietly. The lights of Manhattan slowly fade behind you guys as you go out into the harbor darkness, past a bunch of cargo ships. You've seen ginormous cargo containers all the way down to itty bitty cargo containers in before, living out by Seattle, hanging out by the docks down there. And as you get closer to this one, as ships go, it's on the smaller side, kind of dinged up. But not horrible.
Are we still in New York?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I wanted to make a contact to my the family, just see.
Okay.
What would rolling contact be?
That would be your street cred.
Okay. Okay. No, there's 4. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're not really doing anything crazy with it. You're just asking about the ship and the captain, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and why it would be where the slowdown came from, and how sketchy that is. That's kind of a sense of that.
All right. Well,
Or
he's heard of the captain. The captain's a fairly legitimate smuggler. Generally, out of his crew or out of his cargo containers, if he's got, 50 cargo containers on his ship, 1 or 2 are probably carrying something iffy. Nothing like ever seriously bad. Like he doesn't do any human smuggling. He doesn't do serious drugs or better than life chips. Normally it's just, somebody wants to get away with not paying taxes, or, um maybe the spell ingredients and reanimants are a little iffy and the country doesn't always like them coming in. Ground down unicorn horn is sometimes a little sketchy, but it is what it is. He's a fairly legitimate dude. As far as harbor patrol being a pain in the ass, it happens every once in a while. They get a wild hair up their ass, or they're looking for some more money or something. They have a tendency of fucking with somebody. I mean, what are you going to do about it? If you're a legitimate captain, you can complain, but it's real hard to prove that they're being an asshole. So, the harbor master and his inspectors are, pretty untouchable unless they do something real stupid. So sometimes it gives them a god complex.
okay, I'll just pass that along. Make sure it was.
You guys get out to the ship itself, climb aboard. The ship is a ghost ship. He's taken his entire crew off there because he's not certain exactly who pissed off harbor patrol. So, I mean, the ship is mostly automated. Probably 3 people could run it, but the 5 of you being on there, that would have meant that there would have been somebody awake while the other people were either eating or sleeping. You get in the keys that were given to and the passcode that was given to Sprocket starts the engines up without too much of a problem. You guys can, pull up anchor. Are you doing anything in particular before you bring
Yes,
her in to meet? What you doing?
absolutely. Walking around the entire ship continuously, looking down, looking to see anything but any little dinghies or anything trying to get up next to us or anything.
All right.
Shoot to kill. That's
What
just cops.
all right. What about you, Sprocket? I'm assuming you have like a surveillance drone pop up and start looking around.
Yep.
What about you, Adrian? You want to call up like a watcher spirit or something?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right.
That's just performance.
Yeah, it's
Or
summon
should we
watcher
go?
spirit. The more powerful that you want, like you could spend 4 points for a more powerful one.
That's
Or
why you do the actual summon Marker Spirit spell then.
no, it's summon watcher spirit. Yeah. But you have to put in the cost yourself.
Oh,
It's 2 points for a novice spirit, and it's 4 points for a stronger spirit. If you get a raise, you could have an additional watcher or increase their trade or whatever, or add to their duration.
how long are we planning to be out here? Is it worth doing more than a regular lesser one or whatever?
You have, with a single success, they'd be here for about an hour. And all you guys want to be out here long enough to have the tugboat start pulling it in and have harbor patrol come out and inspect your cargo and give you the okay. So an hour is probably fine.
Right. Just regular 2 is fine then.
All right.
Small, whatever. Yeah.
So you crank up the engines. There's a standard procedure when you get within X amount of distance of where you're supposed to be landing. You're supposed to report in with a boating skill of 6. Necron, you know how to do it. Plus, there's also like a very, very worn out piece of paper on the console underneath some clear tape.
Okay.
So you follow the instructions and you hear, cargo vessel, blah, 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 prepare to be boarded by Harbor Patrol. They don't sound upset or freaked out or anything. Harbor Patrol comes out, lands, comes on up and says, all right, need to talk to the captain. You guys were told to tell them that the captain was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention that. That's my fault.
Captain Sick, I'm second in command.
Oh, okay. Can I see your credentials real quick?
Show me credentials.
Right. So what we're going to do here is, they want, they're not so subtly handing, looking around for their normal everyday bribe and looking around for what's, hold on. It's a small dramatic task because they're being a little bit an asshole.
Do I need to make an intimidation check?
That might be part of it.
Oh, where'd I go?
Oh shit! I did the no. Hold on. Panabla bafangu bit the bakaraho. I just forget about that.
I only got a 7. Do I need to re-roll it?
Hold on, please. All right. Now let's try this again. So what we are looking at is we're looking at one person talking, and we need 7 successes in a total of 3 rounds. Everybody else is doing aid checks. So who wants to be the person doing the main talking?
Well, technically, is it Sprocket?
I mean, Sprocket is the second in command, but anybody could be like, "Hey, you're ready."
So when you need to be the main caster, fine, sure.
All right. So that being said, I need Helix, Axel, Adrian, and Knox to roll an aid check for me, either performance, intimidation, or persuasion.
Hold on a minute. I will
Knox, you're gonna actually
roll
roll?
with persuasion.
Oh, you still have that 2-point penalty on Knox that you weren't supposed to have. So that would have been a 5. All right.
Okay. Oh, there's one. So yeah, because you know
Good.
this is a very tight ship and outfit. Find everything in order. We are grateful for the opportunity to help the skipper.
All right. Basically you guys talk this guy's ear off in a single, I mean, that's 3 successes right there. That's definitely a good start. All right. On this second round, if anybody's giving aid checks, please do so. Let me know what you're doing.
Am I doing persuasion again?
Yep.
Do more performance, I guess.
All right. there's another +4 bonus to you. You know what? I'm just going to call it right there and quit while I'm ahead.
Damn.
You guys sweet talk them. You're like, I don't know what was going on, but, So the captain had given you money to pay. He had given you the standard 1,000 new yen that this guy takes as a bribe. And he was afraid that you might get, they might try and talk you up. Nope, he takes his standard 1,000, which means the extra 1,000 yen that the captain had given you is yours to pocket.
Mhm.
So after a couple minutes, they walk around, they do like a cursory inspection, shoot the shit, talk about, oh yeah, must be fun having female crew. And then they look and they're like, one of them looks intimidated as fuck, and the other one looks like they're actually kind of excited. And then they get off your ship, and the tugboat comes out and grabs you. It pulls you guys into shore. You guys dock what you assume to be a fairly regular and normal docking procedure. You go out and tie the ship up against the docks, up against where the tires are. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but it's still a fairly standard practice for them to use tires between the docks and the wood itself.
Mhm.
All right, and for some reason or another, my foundry decided to, it wanted to reboot and refresh right in the middle of that, but
I know. Mhm.
okay. And it kicked some of you guys out, didn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think fresh.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So there is some sort of error in my
Are you saying that the electronic chaos gremlin that was in Steve's computer last week is in your computer this week?
what I'm saying is it looks like playit.gg, which I use as my thing to create a portal so you guys can get in and out, screwed up. And updated in the middle of that. And it's telling me something about pipe ended due to EOF. I have no idea what the hell that means.
Couldn't tell you.
Did it let you guys back in?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just slow.
All right.
I'm on the way in.
I'm on the way in.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll wait for you guys to get in before I actually switch over to the next page. I'm just waiting on the Spider of Doom.
There we go.
Alrighty then.
The ship.
The ship. Yeah, sometimes, coming up with meeting with Nick. Pat, would you please? I don't mean you, Cat. I mean Freya. Stop walking on the damn keyboard.
You never let me walk on the keyboard. Just saying.
I don't want her to walk on the keyboard either.
I gotta say, if I had to choose, I'd rather like an actual house cat walk on the keyboard than a human named cat.
Yeah, that would probably hurt a human named Cat's feet. Besides, I don't know if they're dexterous enough.
Depends on whether they're wearing shoes.
Yeah. All right. So
It would
You
definitely
guys-
hurt your keyboard.
welcome to your babysitting gig. The cargo pod that is right below Ricard, Alex, and
Axel.
yeah, Axel, not Alex. Ooh.
His name's Alex.
Knox, Alex, and Helix. There's a cargo container right there. That's the cargo container that you guys are babysitting. You guys have about 4 hours to chill out here before it's time for the morning shift to take over. View is not great. If you put drones up, they're not going to see very well, and there's a very slight chance of them getting hit by lightning. Not major chance, but maybe like 1 in 200.
No problem.
You guys got, what are you guys doing for babysitting?
Keeping a lookout for that other team.
Okay, but where?
On the deck all around, keep working it.
Okay, so you're going to be walking. So are you walking around outside in the rain or walking around
Yeah.
inside?
I got just a raincoat on.
Okay.
Just
So you're
got
just going to like patrol back and forth, like in front of where the doors are? Or are you going to go all the way to the edge of the map, which is kind of like down by where the water is?
Me.
no, all the way. I want to be able to look down the side of the ship everywhere there's an opportune place.
Oh, well, you're not on the ship anymore?
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay,
And
so
which
now
one?
we're just guarding the container.
Yeah, the container got offloaded into a old are you not on the map with us?
Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are inside that building. This cargo container that I just moved,
Oh, good. That.
Uh huh.
that's what you're guarding.
All right.
So tell me where you want to be to guard. There are 4 doors. You can leave them open. You can close them. The windows themselves are like, there's some couple like really grimy skylights, or there are like some windows that are like right up by the edge of where the wall and the ceiling meet. So, Kat, you want to be on top of the cargo container?
Yep.
Are you
Are there-
up? Are you up there like stealthily, or are you up there like walking back and forth pacing?
I'm up there so I can have a 360 view of my location.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question. Are you laying down and being stealthy, or are you standing on top of it being very obvious?
Kneeling. I'm kneeling.
Okay.
But I've also got my chameleon jacket on, so I'm blending in.
All right. Well, then make a stealth check for me, please.
What kind of check? A stealth
Stealth.
check?
Yep.
What does that give you? +2?
If she's standing still, it's more than that.
Okay.
And she actually, so she has it set up for, hold on a second.
What's that? Eye of the Tiger? Yeah.
No, that is not fine.
All right, make a stealth check for me.
Oh. Does that mean I'm not sneaky?
Yes, that means you're being sneaky.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I had to say, I thought I had stuff.
All right. 13 is definitely not bad for somebody who's 17 feet, 7 feet tall.
Are there any catwalks?
No.
Okay. So nothing higher ground.
Not unless you want to like be up on like a stack of crates.
What's this thing right here?
That is a machine that loads and unloads cargo containers.
Right.
Can I hide up in there?
Yeah, there's like a little cabin space. It's normally automated. Somebody uses it with a remote deck, but you can sit in there and like put the seat back a little bit. Nobody would notice you.
Okay.
So does this place have ring cameras, or do we have to just wait and be surprised that somebody's sneaking up on us?
There are some very rudimentary cameras, but hold on, let me finish with
Okay. Okay.
Sprocket real quick. If you want to hide up in there, give me a stealth check as well with a +2 for being the situational bonus.
Oh, you know what? Alright, I'll take a 5.
All right. As far as the cameras go, Knox could probably hack into the cameras, and with that, give himself, depending on how well he gets in there, he might be able to actually filter them a little bit and give him a nice notice check.
Okay.
Oh,
Knox,
I have
the spark.
Yeah.
Steve?
the button, the music.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Are you gonna hack in somewhere?
Yep. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold the
Alright.
rolls.
So with an 8, I will give you give me a notice check with a +2 despite the rain, because you go in and you mess with the focus of the cameras and try and get them to do their best despite the crappy weather.
PC template.
All right, that's a nice little notice check. So where are you going to be, Knox? Are you going to want to hide up on one of the crates? Are you going to go in one of the machines?
I'm gonna hide. One.
You hide like the back right corner or something where it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
All right. So at the moment, you're kind of like plugged directly into the cameras and in the system, hiding down there, keeping yourself safe. Do me a favor, make a stealth check with a +2 bonus. It's a little dark in that little corner. Alrighty then. So, Rocket, what are you doing with Bob and Jonas?
Let's see. I think Bob is going to. He's gonna hide in this box over here.
Right. All right. I mean, those are like a good 8 feet off the ground. So unless somebody's pretty tall, nobody's going to notice him, at least for now.
And you know what? He's gonna hide in a couple of those boxes over there.
All right. Are you going to put up like a surveillance drone outside?
Yeah, here's a surveillance drone right here. He should still be in the middle. He's like 20 inches up or so.
Okay. So the surveillance drone itself, because of its size, should have like a +4 modifier.
Then
Probably.
7.
All right. So, what about you, Bloodsong?
These are all doors up here at the north. Are these doors down here at the south too, or are they just windows?
Doors down at the south. The doors that are up to the north was going to a separate storage area, and they have been like locked and bolted because the storage area behind you is actually been shut down.
Huh.
The ceiling did not make it through the rains last year, and it's been condemned until it's fixed. And honestly, it's in such a weird place that nobody gave a crap about it, so likelihood of it getting fixed anytime soon is slim to none.
Well, can we like double check those and make sure they're actually locked for one?
Sure, yeah. Actually, if you unlock them and look at, there's doors on the other side that are also locked.
Right. So nobody's getting in now.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true. This is, like the thin, the thin paneling of steel. If somebody wanted to come in and cut a little hole with a blowtorch, or if they wanted to use some jet cord or something, they could make a door any way they wanted to. They could make a door up on the roof.
They're not getting in without us noticing, I guess is probably a better way to put it.
Probably. Did you want to it took about an hour for the ship to get in and stuff to be unloaded, and you were just sitting around doing nothing, so your power points would have gone back up to normal.
I see you've done that.
So did you want to summon a Watcher or anything, or do you want to summon Cinder? Or both?
Is there a time limit on Cinder?
No.
All right, well, I'll do both then.
All right. By the way, did you use that edge to make them a wild card, or?
I believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, Spirit Bond.
Yep.
All right. So I'll roll.
All right. Well, on the summons itself, did you switch them so they were a wild card?
What, all of the summons or just Cinder?
Just Cinder.
I don't think so.
Okay, I got it real quick. I just needed to know.
I've never had tweaks, I think. No, wild card.
You're gonna have to go in and change them from having 2 wounds to 3, because right now they're set.
That mainly. Okay.
Yep.
If I see that wild card is checked, then I can.
Like I said, you got about 4 hours.
Being wild cards.
Huh?
Don't they get minis too, being wild cards?
Yes, they get 2.
2, right?
Yep.
What are you eating? It sounds delicious.
Oh,
Sounds like chips. Right. Okay, I didn't give them minis. Why is it saying I don't have any PowerPoints when I have PowerPoints? That doesn't make sense.
Because looking at your character sheet, you haven't refreshed your PowerPoints.
I just did it earlier, and I spit 2.
Wow.
And I was just looking at it on the HUD earlier, and it said 20.
I don't know. I was just looking at your character sheet here. Probably because this, I had put this character sheet out before.
That's weird.
All right. If you wanted to summon a Watcher Spirit to last for 4 hours, it would be 6 power points. If you wanted to have 2 of them, it would be an additional 3. It would be 9 power points. But I don't know if you want to do that with Cinder. And do you have Cinder as small form or large form walking around?
Can you change it, Will? Or do
Yeah.
I need to spend PowerPoints for that?
Nope, you change it, Will.
I think I'll have him wandering around as a house cat.
Yeah.
Small size.
Yeah, people
House
won't
cat
even
size,
notice
because
it.
it's the same shape regardless. But yeah, if they do notice, it's just a cat. Unless they pay too close attention to it, I guess.
And what are you doing per se? Are you just going to stand out, like hang out in the garage or in the warehouse? Or are you going to play, find some place to hide? Are you going to walk around and look like a guard? What you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'll just wander around.
Okay.
I could even do an illusion, make myself look like a guard, actually, too.
Yeah.
Good enough, I guess, huh?
Now your points are working.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking one of the drones needed to be visible so it looked like there was some security. keep the people that don't really want to fight with anybody out of there, and the ones that really want it bad might be able to give us a little bit of notice if they think there's some security going on.
Where'd I go? Did my token get deleted?
It looks like your token disappeared.
Drag a new one out, I guess.
That is really obnoxious.
Very strange. There's also a PC template over here, too.
Yeah, that's actually what I was in the middle of trying to get rid of. So what are you doing, Healing?
So, yeah, I wanted to stay close to the action. I would hide in here, but if Blood Song's just going to hang out there, I guess I'll find someplace else.
Want me to give you a disguise, too?
Now besides that, here's a question. Are you leaving the doors open so you have good line of vision out into the storm or not?
Why not?
Okay. So if
That being said, Bloodsong shouldn't be sitting right there where it can get sniped.
well, I'm assuming he's walking back and forth.
Okay. Right.
I might even wander on this end to watch these other two doors.
Yeah. I'll just be here for now.
All right.
Actually.
Are you hiding or out in the open?
I find the hiding thing to be problematic. I'll be in and out of cover, but I'm not hiding.
All right. All of you guys have access to what the drones can see.
Okay.
You have access to what Bloodsong can see when he's walking around, and you have access to what can be seen through the camera system that Knox has.
Cool. So,
About 45 minutes later,
let's do it.
Knox, I would like you to roll a hacking check, please. All right, give me just a second. Well, I don't know why it told me I was Adrian, but there is somebody trying to mess and hack with the computer system that you're in, the little security motion detector and vision or cameras. They're not quite as good as you.
Does that mean I can stop them?
They are getting. I mean, if you want to actively block them, you can, but that would let them know that you're here.
If you can't
Okay.
trace them,
That is
trace them
possible.
back.
You could possibly counter them, see if you could like trace them back to where they are.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Can you make them look like they've succeeded?
Oh, well, I mean, they're in, and if he doesn't try to block them, they won't know that he's in the system because they did not roll well enough to know he's there. Because
So just look like you've gone dark and piggyback them or something.
Yeah, he's passive in the system.
Yeah.
All right, roll a hacking check for me, Steve. I want you to do it at a -2 because you're trying to be a little on the stealthy side. All right. There is someone like outside the building who is like has snuck up to the building and is basically on the opposite, like right outside the wall from where Helix is, and he's tapped into the line.
I'm gonna move in case there's explosives coming through.
All right.
Let me see here.
I moved you a couple squares down. Yeah.
Okay.
So you go over there and climb up. Are you scrambling quickly, or are you trying to do it with stealth?
No, I'm just booking it.
All right. So climb, you do some climbing, you get out of the crates, you come over here and you kind of climb up on that crate. Makes a little noise. May or may not be heard in the storm. I would like everybody to roll notice checks for me with a +2 because you're the way you guys are situated and how you're using so many different things to look around.
Wow, dude. Terrible roll. I got a 4 with a +2.
All right. Sprocket,
Yep.
you definitely notice a couple things. There's almost what looks like what you would consider like the predator in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a shadow. So you're assuming an invisibility spell, somebody who was outside the building tapping into the cameras where Helix was, and then they went back to the north. But you did notice people coming in stealthily from the south. I'm going to put them. Well, I was going to put.
Incoming.
Excellent. I was getting sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, south of the door, there is what appears to be a orc and a troll street samurai, somebody who looks like a human mage, and a ground attack drone coming in like they're trying to sneak up on the door closest to where the crate itself is. One of them actually, two of them actually got 14s on their stealth check. So you seeing them was kind of amazing.
Well, all right.
So do we recognize this art girl, or is that just a coincidence that she happens to
That's a coincidence. I didn't feel like going and finding a different token.
I mean, I guess she is over in Seattle and we're in New York.
Yeah, this is if you look around, people have twins all over the place.
Living in the Matrix or something, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, from there, shit, who is that on the crate right there? Is that Bob?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bob and Cinder can actually see the first incoming. There is the attack ground droid, well, drone, not droid, heading that way.
And Bob shoot a shot at the target.
Yes, you can. If you want to, did you target it?
I did.
All right.
It says Sesame.
Oh no, that's a betrayal. Forgot to change that dude's name.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. We'll just do that. That's a little bit easier. So you get your shot off, and that will be what starts combat. Oh, you shot the mage? I thought you were going to shoot the drone.
No, I shot the mage. Always keep the mage first.
Duh.
He ate it.
Right on.
Wow.
He thought it was yummy. So, Sprocket, Confused Orc, and Helix. We need a athletics check to see. Sprocket, are you not taking over one of the drones?
I am. I'm taking over Ilva's.
Okay. We need an athletics check. Holy crap. That's one of the most athletic trolls I've ever seen.
He's going first.
Right, he runs up to there, peeks around the corner. he has got to. Target the drone of doom. Bob, you have been shaken.
Got him.
Right, so he ran up. He used his extra actions to get as far as he did. So he ran up, came around the corner, took a pot shot, and then ducked back behind the wall.
All right.
Well, at that point in time, Helix and Sprocket, you're both going at the exact same time.
Felix can go first.
All right. Helix, you are fairly certain from the corner where you are, that first door closest to you, you saw right there. You saw the barrel of a heavy shotgun come in, take a pot shot, and then duck back. So you're fairly certain there's somebody on the outside of that wall.
Okay. I will. Let's see. Where's my grenades? Where's my? Thought I had better grenades than that. Okay. I'll. So I'll move. Let's see, 1, 2. Damn it. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Want to use one of my actions to close the distance or to move farther and toss a frag right here. And that's throw athletics. And
well, it should be the grenade itself.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. All right. Realize I don't see my
so like right there?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, you're using an orichalcum grenade?
No, I'm not. I have. Oh no, I want to use a frag grenade. No.
All right, we can.
I don't see the frag grenade. Let me do. I don't know why it's not on here. We should have like thermal and frag. You know what? Since I don't have it, I'll have to just. Let me just spend a Benny.
Okay.
And so I'm fully equipped anyway. It's but this is just the not the frag but the explosive grenade, and that's obviously dead center. And then wow. And then the what's the damage on a frag?
3d6.
3d6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
I mean, you can roll the orichalcum grenade and then it'll do the same damage. Just put it back on the character sheet afterwards so we know you didn't use it.
Yes. I will Benny that. Come on. not rolling.
Yeah, because that would be a raise, so that would have been 4d6 damage.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just let me try one more of these first. No, that's not right. Ignore that. I just make one of these roll. Nope, I can't do it. Ugh.
Hold on, let me put a couple. There's a frag grenade actually on your.
I want the high
explosive
explode.
grenades.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
High explosive grenade has a smaller area effect. No, it's medium burst template. Yeah, so you'd have to be a little bit more careful with that because the medium burst template isn't going to hit that dude.
Yeah. Well, I rolled at 23 with a.
Okay, so that bounced and went in his general direction. So just click on the high explosive grenade and do a raise damage.
Don't forget to target him.
Oh, okay. Please always remember to target your opponent. And see it. For some reason, my HUD's not up.
You can roll this down right there and chat with the damage if you roll that if you want.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Where is... There we go. So... Come on. So... Damage. Alright, that's it. Oh, that's... I'll go ahead and... Since I already bennied that, I'll...
Well, before you waste the
No,
benny...
I'll take that. Hold on a second. So I'll take that and then spend my 2 bennies that I did. And then with my last action... Go ahead.
I have to roll to see if he jumped out of the grenade. So I don't waste the bennies until I see if he actually...
Oops.
Because he may be like, oh, shit, it's a grenade, and jumped out of the way. Yeah. So...
I still spin it. So... Okay, and I'll back off. Plus, the explosion I would expect has... see, 1, 2... I can go back up to here. Actually, I can go around the corner here. All right. That was unexciting.
All right. We're going to target 2. And then he's going to go and get... fucker. And he's going to go and get behind the... Then...
Who did you shoot? Oh, the attack round that bit. The droid.
Mm-hmm. And you are going to...
Okay, I'm not even going to waste bennies on that. That's a very dead page.
And he's out for next combat round because he's got to unjam his guns. And
Sounds like fun. What you doing, Adrian?
Is this explosion still active, or is it just a regular explosion?
That was a regular explosion. That was a grenade.
All right. Well, Cinder is going to activate his, or the big form, whatever.
Okay.
Gonna go attack this guy up here.
All right. Well, drag the other. You
one
should
out.
be able to drag the other version of Cinder onto the board and target him and have him attack.
There. All right. Oh. And back to me. Open these calls. There we go.
That is a swing and a miss.
And Cinder only gets one attack, right?
Yeah, for now.
Alright, and I will come, let's see, right here. Yeah. See. Oh, I can't see anything. Well, I can see this guy.
See what? You can see the. You probably should be able to see the orc and this other troll.
Oh. Oh, and this. Yeah, you've got the door up here instead of down here, I guess. Yeah, now I can see them. Oh, so we took out the maze, that's good. Alright. Actually, I don't have an effect spell, do I? I mean, other than the cone.
Nope.
Alright.
You could shoot him, but it's probably medium range.
Yeah. Can I use my grapple gun to get closer? Or my wrist grapple, whatever?
Sure, your wrist grapple could fly out and hit that container next to him and pull yourself out there. But if you do that, you're going to have, like, no cover, and they're all going to turn around and, like, wail on you next turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, it's a hot
Could I drag one of them towards me with the grapple gun?
It would be an opposed strength check.
Yeah, and they're both orcs. That's probably not a good idea.
Well, no, one's a troll, one's an orc.
Well, the troll would be even worse then, because it's actually big.
Yeah.
Guess I'll just... oh, actually... I do have a smoke grenade. A couple of them, actually. I don't know. That'd be worse for us. I'll get them with a flash grenade, but then they can't see.
And I mean, if you throw a flash grenade, probably has a 15 square max, and that would be with a -4 to hit. Grenades don't get thrown far.
Oh. Yeah, that is pretty far. Well, I guess I'll just shoot him. I'll, let's see. Guess I'll shoot the troll first.
All right. That is a shake.
Sweet. I guess I'll, since he's shaking, I'll go ahead and shoot the other one, I guess. Since it was ready. Oh yeah, at least they're shaking. That's something. I'll just make sure I'm in cover.
Sounds like a plan.
I guess I'm not in cover from the orc over here, but he's occupied with Cinder, so probably fine.
Oh, that is an orc streak samurai. Never mind. Those are two different. I thought that was a troll. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah,
it is.
that's 2 orcs. Let's see if they can. Oh yeah, they're feeling very spirited.
Deceitful Untitled. That's weird. That the shipping container is in the journey order.
Yeah, I just like grabbed everything at once.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy pretty much uses his whole turn. Oh, I had to grab both of them by accident. Darn it. And runs like fuck and throws themselves up against this wall so they have cover on either side of them.
Now he's in my spell range, though.
Oh, gun jam, gun jam. All right. What a wonderful start for him. So it drives up to there and uses one of its actions to shoot at Bob, and the barrels just clack, 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 clack. And it uses its other action to go over here under cover and start trying to work on the damn gun that just screwed up. He's dead. Axel! Axel?
Is everybody outside?
Everybody's outside.
I gotta get my horns wet. Get.
If you take like 2 more steps forward and down, you should be able to see a drone that's like right there. Like right, can you see that? Yeah, somebody just moved the drone.
Ooh, there it is. That
Yeah.
drum right there.
Yeah. Don't forget to target it, please.
Of course not. Hmm.
First swing does nothing. Second swing?
How big is this thing?
You ever see Short Circuit with Johnny Five?
Yeah.
About like that.
Can I pick him up by his little throat and smash him into the wall?
If you want, sure, but with its armor, it's probably not going to do much. If you hit with the axe and the axe bounced off of it, now if you were to, like, pick it up
and hurl it towards one of these other bad guys.
There's a garbage can right over here. If you threw it, like, right here, if you threw it in that garbage can, it would be useless as hell, because it's, especially if you threw it upside down, it would just be stuck in there, spinning its wheels.
All right. What do I need to do? Do a strength check?
Yep. Okay. Now make an athletics roll. All right.
Ah, shit. Well, hell.
You had originally, I mean, you weren't really rolling for damage, so I don't know why you spent 2 bennies.
Make sure I got him in there good.
5 was good enough. I mean, you just throw him in there upside down. It doesn't have arms. It's like throwing a remote control car in upside down. It's worse than a turtle. There's nothing it can do about it.
Good. Because it made me mad.
Are you staying right there, or are you... Because there are things that can see you. You do not have any cover.
Is there a place for me to duck right here?
Yeah, you can duck around, like, if you do that.
Can.
Right.
Okay. Behind the wall. All right, that's good.
See if they can get unshook. They get unshook. They use their whole action to run up there and get some cover. Nox, I would like you to make another notice check for me, please, since you are still in the system. All right. You see some stuff that perturbs you. In the building behind you, the one with the locked doors, you see something. First of all, that looks like this. Big old, almost 8-foot tall troll. And,
like another mage too.
yeah, and you see it has 2 of these with him.
Ugh. We just got out of the sewer last week.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's not that's
I'll be right back.
that's about 12 feet tall.
Is that a toxic spirit?
Yes, sir.
Presume so, yeah.
And if you had a hazard a guess, they're about to come through, like, right over here. See where the there's the surveillance drone just in the middle of the thing, and there's a door to the north?
Here.
You get a feeling that they look like they're about to try and blast through that.
Oh.
Anyway, besides that, Nox, it is turn if you want to get into a better vantage point, or if you want to cast a defensive spell on yourself or something.
I am going to cast Deflection.
All right. If I was you, I would cast deflection, and then I would cast boost on my shooting, because you have more than one action. Oh, put these on the board over here real quick. They're not actually there. That's just where I'm putting them for now. That's on your shooting?
Yep.
All right. And did you do your deflection? All right. Did you add
Yep.
deflection to your character?
I did not.
Okay. So over where, click on your character, click on the HUD in the effects, and then go down to where it says deflection. Yeah. Do you want melee or ranged?
Rain.
All right. That's good to go. Now, let me... All right. Big ol' hole where that door used to be. And then we will start the next turn of initiative. Oh shit, I forgot to add them to the actual initiative tracker. Yay, I love it when bad guys give me jokers.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense that this one is the confused orc since he thought he was a troll, I guess.
Bob, you have been hit with a spray of goo for a wound and a shaken.
I was gonna say Bob's down behind those crates, but that's okay, that's fine.
I mean,
There you go.
this thing came from the back, from the thing, and can see Bob pretty easy.
No problem.
Alrighty. No, I don't got you. All right, so this thing comes around the corner, guns aimed at Bloodsong, turns around and sees that toxic spirit glowing in the middle of the room, and he goes, ah! And runs the fuck back out, screaming, toxic spirit! Toxic spirit! Abort! Abort!
Well, doesn't know he's running towards another toxic spirit and a toxic mage.
Those guys, I couldn't put them on the map up there. They're going to come in where the other toxic spirit came in.
Ah, okay.
This one goes, ah! Cinder, you get an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
I'll let you target him. Swing and a miss.
Man, they're just not having a good day. Must not like the rain.
Meow. Wet pussy. Blood song. You can see that there is, in the doorway over there,
I guess it looks like this other team is retreating.
oh yeah, they did not get paid enough for that. Also, they don't have orichalcum bullets and grenades, and you took out their only mage.
I don't know how close I want to get to this stuff with Sudden Monster. I was thinking about doing a cone because I couldn't hit all three of them, but
Up to you there, buddy.
I have to be within a couple squares though, and I don't know about that. Now I might like move over here behind these crates and get this one guy. I'll see what I can do with him. I may not be able to do that much damage anyway. But let's see. That's burst, isn't it? Or is it bolt? I forget. Or are they both cone?
First, 51 area effect.
Burst.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Bolt
Let
is
me...
a single target. Well,
Yep, bolt is single target.
And they do the same damage. So
did you Ooh, did you forget to add at least a straight out, you should never do base 2d6 damage. It is not going to do damage in this game.
Alright, here, let me, see if it'll let me add that. I don't know if that'll change the damage. I applied it, but I don't know if I have to roll the damage again, I guess.
Yeah, do a damage with a raise.
Alright. Wow. With an explosion, it only did 8 more damage. Do they seem to have armor, or are they just tough?
Yeah, 8 points of armor.
Wow. Okay.
16 points of armor if you're using normal guns, or now you know why the dude ran away.
Maybe. Even if I did AP6, that's only like half their armor.
Well, I mean, you'd have 2 points of armor. If you did AP6, it's got armor of 8. Versus spell.
Yeah.
Versus normal guns, it would have armor of 16. You have, do you have more than one action?
Yeah, I have 2.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing again, but with AP6. Debating whether it's worth pushing. I don't think I need to push him.
And you could also always try the banish spell.
And you can you can use a bolt instead of your bursting all if you're just
Do I
a
have
single
that?
target.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to do that.
Plus, you could do rate of fire if you want that then.
What's the difference between the item action 3d6 and the power modifiers 1d6? Oh, does the item action just not add power points, I guess? Or spend more power points? Because it doesn't have a power point cost with it.
Yeah. You have got to get the Epic Mastery
Yeah.
46.
Where's this, oh, multi-action? Is that what it is? No.
No.
The rate of fire, you said? What is that?
Yeah, you can use rate of fire, so it'll fire more than once.
I don't see that in these modifiers. Is that different?
It says item action 3d6, 4d6, or rate of fire.
Oh, okay. I see it. I don't know why I didn't see it there. I just didn't expect it to be there, I guess.
I have to do your trait roll. Okay, you did it.
Okay, it's a normal hit
So
and
one
raise.
and one raise.
Oh, good lord.
Wow. Some little fizzles.
Well, you did the standard 2d6, not the 3d6.
What? I thought I clicked on it.
Nope.
Oh, because I didn't do the rate of fire. I mean, because I did the rate of fire, but I didn't do...
Okay. So, put that on the 3d6 and try the damage again. A normal and a raise.
Wow. The first one is worse than the second
Well,
one. The raise.
You gave it a shaking at least.
Yeah, that's something. Maybe I can do the rate of fire twice next time.
Right? Are you staying there, or are you going to back up a step or two? You have any more movement?
Wait. Because I came from here. I think I still only have 6. So I can at least go around the corner, I guess.
Yep.
Or is that one too many?
I'm okay with it.
All right.
Okay. So Reverend Someone is going to try and distract the spirit of man, so he's going to use piloting. No, it's not critical, but it's still an 8.
Well, yeah, it put a scale modifier on there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that did not do very well.
Okay, good. Bob is going to switch over to Orichalcum rounds. And he's going to go way over here. Bob is going to move over to here, and he's going to unjam his gun, put over all couple rounds, and that's me.
All right. The troll comes in, walks up, touches his toxic green glowing spirit creature, and heals it. Then moves over in the general direction of Adrian, and it's like, puny elf, leave now.
Ding!
Oh, I forgot to
Hello.
have Cinder do his move, actually.
Okay. Well, I need you to make a spirit check at a target number of 4. His intimidation wasn't exactly great.
Oh, target number of 4?
Yep.
I
You
thought
got to
you
beat
said
his. You got to
minus
beat
one
his.
for- Or what again? Spirit?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, you are not intimidated by him. He tried. He just didn't roll real well. And he sacrifices the rest of his action to kind of get to there.
Right. Can I go do Cinder?
Sure.
What you got?
I mean, I don't know what Cinder can.
Now. Yeah. Well, yeah, he can't really do anything, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, he can fight these things and distract them. The worst thing that's going to happen is if he gets killed, he'll go back to the astral plane and heal back up in the astral plane and come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'll be banished until sundown tomorrow if he gets killed.
Aww.
I don't know if he even has his pace of 10.
I mean, his claws count as magical against them.
Yeah. So you can at least get to this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And the troll mage wouldn't have been out here yet, so not that he can reach him anyway, but at least not this time. And right.
Close.
Like 1 or 2 points away, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check something. Yeah, for future reference, let's at least give these claws AP2.
Oh, is that something I need to do, or is that
I just put it on the sheet real quick.
okay?
All right. All right. He is going to try to punch Cinder with a crushing wave of slime.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, that is an absolute fumble. Helix.
All right. There's somebody next to me.
Looks like Bob.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, the drone
All
is
right.
high because those things hit it and hurt.
Okay. I'm going to take. Let's see here. Gonna run. So hold. Any idea how to get my HUD back up?
Click your character, unclick your character, refresh.
Collapsed. Is it collapsed?
Over with
You
your
expand
cursor.
it again.
Yeah, did you collapse it?
Yeah, there's nothing there with the little top left
Right.
arrow.
Well, you moved it to the bottom last time. Is it at the bottom now?
That was for supers, I think.
Oh,
But yeah, it's not at the bottom. But
Did you
It's
hit
like-
refresh?
it's refreshed a couple of times. But no, I'll just not going to do that right now. But okay. What was my
You rolled a total of you have 15 squares of movement.
right? No problem then. So I will move up here and target. I'm trying to miss Cinder. And actually, I'll go ahead and spend the let's see here, targets and wait, target. Is that targeting? Target. Okay, and then shift. Target. Come on. What happened? What the hell?
I don't know why it's not.
Hell. Let's see here. Oh. Shift. Target. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. And
I'm assuming you're
then,
using Arcalcum rounds.
yep. And then actions. No.
Don't forget, because you did run instead of using an action to move, you are at a -2.
I'll use an action to move.
Okay.
And yeah. And the gear. Tuska. Oh, there we go. So, and jump to bottom. Roll. I'm going to Benny that. That is not very exciting. And roll damage. Oh, and that was with the auriculum or auriculum.
Hold on. Let me see. The second spirit of man is set up correctly. Yep, they both have the correct armor. So you were looking to try and do 20 damage. So you were close. With the
No.
8-1, you were looking for 19 damage at a minimum. So you were off by 3.
Was there any way to add armor piercing to that? Not really.
No.
Oh.
No, that's the drawback of that weapon. That weapon has shit for armor piercing.
Stop talking about my drawbacks. It's like there's nothing drawback about it. I will just will spend whatever it requires. Besides, anyway.
It's still
I mean
free therapy, dude. Just take it.
No, they're so it's 1, 2. Well, I'm going to throw the grenade at him. After, so I'm targeting right here.
Okay.
To catch them both.
Yeah.
Unless
you catastrophically screw up, that should get them both without getting cinder.
So roll. All right. Tunk.
You're a little bit out of range for that thing.
What thing?
For the grenade.
Yeah, that was medium range.
Oh.
5, 10, 20.
And I'll roll a Benny. Roll a Benny.
If you do look like one more square, you're good.
Unless you're going over here.
I can't. That would interrupt.
Give me just a second for future reference. Hold on. Let me see something. If you threw it here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you throwing it there would have hit them both.
Okay, well, with what, the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll spent 2 bennies. I guess if I could I'll put those back. But anyway, so I'm gonna roll the damage. Wait, that's the shooting. That's not it. Never mind. It's this one. Ignore that. Sorry. It's this one.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
You at least got that one's attention.
Okay, well, they don't seem to be very effective, this stuff. So, okay. And I'm out of actions. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry to these guys. I know I showed up late, but I gotta go my other guy now, so. Tried to leave early and show up late, but guess I'll see you on Wednesday.
All right.
Hopefully you'll be alive.
What's that?
I said hopefully we'll be alive.
I hope so. That would be wild for you to be not alive. Anyway, see ya.
Knox. See? My personal recommendation right now would be maybe to run up to where this green thing is, where Sprocket is hiding, and I don't think your guns are going to do any damage to these things, but you could add a boost trait to Helix's shooting.
Okay.
Like, put yourself here. All right.
The
I got it. So, Helix, your shooting skill is temporarily a 12 plus 1.
Okay.
If you want to give him another boost, he's got enough cybernetics in his body that you could give him a boost to his vigor, so maybe he doesn't get splatted.
oh.
Alrighty. And Ricard, that makes your vigor currently a 12.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, welcome.
It's all right.
Axel. There's some big bad glowing green booger creatures attacking.
And they picking on the kitty cat.
And they're picking on the kitty cat ran up and scratched it.
And of course, that's their leader there.
Yeah, there's a mage over here too.
Yeah, but I got the thingy grenade thingies.
That could work.
I just did one of those and it was relative.
Well, I thought it's because you weren't close enough. That's why I ran up on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
there you go. That helps.
Did I do something?
You did
Oh,
not.
yeah, you did good.
I got one.
So untarget that one and target the other one and just roll damage.
Very good.
They stagger back and these things are not big enough to really, or they're not really agile enough to try and jump out of the way of grenades. They also haven't like dealt with grenades enough that it's a, oh shit, grenade, I should jump out of the way. So I did not give them checks to jump out of the way. You have to have a certain amount of experience with technology to understand that you're supposed to jump out of the way of grenades.
Yeah.
That being said, that one soaked 2 of the 3 wounds, and that one soaked 2 of the 2 wounds. You cost me 2 bennies. One of them's at, so they both have 1 wound now. All right, so you ran up and threw a grenade. What are you doing with your other arm?
So if I throw another grenade right behind that one, I need to target both of them at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Do I need to plus or minus anything before I roll?
Nope. Ooh, bad roll.
I want to Benny that.
I figured.
There you go.
That kind of looks a little better.
It's with a raise.
All right, they are not particularly happy with that. Go, Axel.
Ooh, I get to go first.
Well, let me finish rolling initiative first. But well, I'm gonna remove him. So yeah, it's Sprocket and Axel both go.
All right, so are they're still injured, right?
Yep.
You can go first.
Ugh. Maybe anything I left.
By that much. Damn, you're bound and determined to blow them up.
Right? So I killed one.
They both soaked.
All right. Well, I only see one on the board.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know what happened to it. It should be right there. They took it off the board before.
All right, so I still got one more mission, right?
Yep, you still have one more arm.
All right, and these two guys are shaking or something.
Yes, they are both shaken. They both have some wounds.
All right, and I hadn't moved since this turn, so I got movement, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna run and I'm gonna slide until I hit my feet against this thing. And as I do, I'm gonna throw another one of them grenades over here at this thing.
That's just a mage. He doesn't need anything funky. You could just walk up to him and hit him with an axe if you wanted.
Yeah,
And he
being
will. Yeah. He
So
will.
grenade.
All right. Okay, he's going to eat the damage.
All right, and then that way I can sneak right back around here until the next roll. Save it.
Yeah, you managed to piss him off. Rocket. He should have had two bennies. Hold on. I can actually soak. Not letting me soak, motherfucker. Alright. Alright, he's still standing, but wobbly. But I guess he just stands there doing nothing for a round.
He's confused by the crunching sound coming from Luke.
Why is he called Guilty Template?
Because he was just a template. Okay, so he tried again. All right. Actually, he screams, "Fine! Keep the damn stuff in the cargo container!" And he starts running back out from the door that he made. Adrian does what he should have done a while ago. Let me double check and see how that works, but I'm pretty certain. Yeah. He drops a Benny, so he has 5 inspiration tokens that he can use to help other people, including himself. Around the corner. Drops 2 bennies to get 10 power points. All right. Comes out, casts a spell, he goes back into hiding. Helix.
Walk up to him and shoot him full burst with. Oh, there's my thing back. Yay.
Their HUD just magically reappeared?
Well, I restarted it. I mean, refreshed. So,
Okay.
This is a full auto with AP explosive.
Okay.
And roll. Is that roll? No. Roll. Roll. Okay. I'm going to have to Benny that, of course. Come on. There we go. Boy, mad
That-
much?
It hit.
All right, so, and that's with plus 2 armor piercing, plus 2 damage. So.
Well then. Okay. Woo. Yes.
What?
Let's see how this works. So you kill the summoner of this toxic spirit.
Uh-huh.
And instead of the spirit completely just dissipating immediately, it turns, looks at you with a really evil grin and says, "You've set me free. Thank you."
Okay.
And then disappears.
Oh, okay. Why do I always get this in your games? It's like,
I don't know, but you just made a friggin' free spirit toxic elemental. Instead of this being controlled by a mage and doing what a mage says, it now does what it wants to.
All right, well, it's got its part to play. Did oh, so that just vanished into
Oh yeah.
astral space?
Yep. Well, Cinder can still see it, so as it goes to take off, let's have Cinder.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Spending all of his minis. Come on. Benny, if he has any. Well, that's a hit. What? Ooh.
Yeah, 11 points damage wouldn't have done anything.
Nope. Okay. Oh.
Well, actually, to the spirit version of it, that might have been an extra wound, but not enough to kill it. But certainly keeps it off, so it might be pissed off at Cinder as well. But yeah, you guys managed to fend off that, and the other Shadowrunners were just like, nope, fuck that shit, not happening.
And our magic users can't chase it.
Your magic user is not here, so I am not going to have him do that with him not here.
Agreeable. I really expected that thing to put up a fight or try to run away, which would have been bad news for it.
It was fairly wounded. Friggin'
from Axel?
Yeah, Axel apparently liked shoving grenades up their asses. That was kind of wicked. You might want to buy Axel some more grenades for the future, because she's kind of obnoxious with them.
Well, I mean, Easter is coming up, guys, and y'all didn't get me anything for Valentine's.
Good man.
All right. Well, the day shift comes, sees like blood splatters and like green glowing goo on the floor where the toxic elementals died. These crates up here that Bob were on, like, melted to sludge. Luckily, that thing didn't get a chance to come up and hug anybody.
Can we turn off the drone in the garbage and repurpose it?
Oh yeah, you guys want a new drone? Go for it.
Well, at least like cash in. It's like those things cost money, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. That's Sprocket's venue, but we're not going to let that bit of money get away.
All right. So before we go too much further, I want to see something. Can you guys hear jazz music?
No.
No,
Her like, yeah, techno.
Darn it, that's not even the.
Well, since I'm still up, I'm gonna play. Come on.
Listen to the lyrics.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be over in a second. Actually, I'll just turn it off. Wait, no. Close.
Nope. Once it's playing, it's gonna play all the way through.
Okay. Cool.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't customize all the lyrics. I just gave it a prompt, but that's what it went with. And just to make you a little bit different, I made you the jazz.
Yeah.
Now, the fun part is there is a apparently there's another module that I need, but this should plug in, and when it's your initiative turn, your personal music should come on.
Cool, I like it.
Just a shadow with a flawless grin. Now, I do wish there was a way to turn it off, like, it just, like, plays forever and a day.
Yeah.
I mean, after you hit the play button, there's the stop button. You know, you're going to hit stop.
Okay.
You can try it. I ran out of bennies. That's why all of a sudden the mage and the spirits were like toast. I just used up all of the bennies. What? So, Ricard, is there a stop that you can try?
Oh. Let me. I'll try, but the one that
It's done and over. Here, let me try this one.
mine was just a short piano tune before. Oh no.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, it's gotta be short.
Can you guys hear that one?
Yeah. Well, talking in the background type stuff.
Techno Western Cowboy for Knox.
Not playing.
Steve, can you hear that?
I cannot hear it right now.
I don't think anybody can. I just hearing the rain. Just turned down or something.
All right. Well, that's really, really weird. Hold on a second.
Played it directly off my character sheet earlier and heard it.
All right. Well, why don't you play it again real quick?
Okay, hold on.
I think I turned off all of the rain background.
You did. I heard the same thing that was when you first tried to play it. It's just a couple of like lurches of sound and then it's nothing.
Were you able to find it again, Steve?
Yeah, I found it.
Cutting out.
Nothing.
It started about something about tattoos and then it faded.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
It's pretty faint and it's not complete. Right? That's another one. Let's refresh.
Collar up, slow stride, neon rain running down his side. Breath calm in the chaos he designed. Name whispered down a hard line. Black mask in reflection of the glass. Spent shells chasing every step he can.
Are we done?
Yeah, I was just messing around with the music. You have your own theme song too, but I can play it for you later.
Okay.
So we're done with our mission too, right? Because they
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. This was a pretty short and simple mission. I wanted it to be like a little bit of a palate cleanser because of the after the long mission before that with all the craziness that was going on. This was supposed to be
craziness.
This was short and simple. Besides, you guys hadn't dealt with a toxic spirit, and I didn't know when else in the game that you would get a chance to deal with a toxic spirit. So I had put it in relatively early. Was it scary?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good.
Yes, I'm gonna have night. I hope you're happy.
Well,
Yeah.
the whole point, the wizard didn't get it. The toxic shaman didn't get a chance to talk. He's actually the one who hired the Shadowrunners as a distraction, so she could save his magic and have the two spirits waiting for you. Because he was trying to get in there so he could get all of the magical ingredients for himself. Because nobody will sell him magical stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Feel a little bad about the Guma. His giant pustulence.
All right. Well, I do have plans finally figured out for Wednesday. No, I will not be around for Wednesday, not to my knowledge, unless they fall through. I'm going to go see Project Hail Mary.
What's that?
A movie.
Project Hail Mary?
Yeah.
It's a it's a science teacher who is supposed to be kind of a genius, but otherwise a normal everyday guy, sent into space to try and save the world because he's the best chance at being able to fix what's going on that's destroying our sun.
Okay.
It's based off a book and it's Ryan Gosling, and it's actually supposed to be like one of the best movies that have come out in a long time.
That's her. Yeah. Well.
It's I forgot the guy. It was like written, directed by the guy who did The Martian, with where the guy was trapped on Mars by himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that. That came out a few years ago. Well, almost a decade ago.
I think so, maybe, yeah.
Matt Damon was in it.
I know what movie you're talking about, but no way. Didn't see it.
Well, that one was really good too. It's also, I think they also did a movie called Interstellar. They're really good at space movies.
Interstellar was all right. It was like over the top mind bender though. Like
I'm gonna say goodnight, people.
oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Good night,
Yeah.
Dave.
Ciao, y'all.
Yeah, I kind of ad-libbed half of this. Like, I wanted to see how you guys reacted, and because you guys were so like hyper aware and logged into the cameras and did all that, and spaced yourself out kind of smartly, it made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But it was also supposed to be like the Shadowrunners were supposed to like distract you and make you guys all go to the front. So the toxic shaman could just come in and like he was hoping the other Shadowrunners would have softened you up. Well, he was kind of hoping that, the guy wasn't going to hire Shadowrunners to get his shipment in. It was just supposed to delay him a day or two. And then you guys were supposed to be like normal guards.